Hey y'all,
Hey guys,
it's your girl CC,
and it's your girl Camille Chantel.
and thank you for tuning in with Wine Down with CCG. Alright, so disclaimer, today's going to be a shorter episode. You know, it's been a busy, crazy week, so we're just going to keep it a little short for you guys today, but still had to get that post out. So,
How's your minty?
how's your minty?
My minty's good. It's been a pretty good week, chill, but we had a pretty turnt weekend, so now I'm just kind of like relaxing, trying to get back into the flow of, I guess, a regular week, regular life. So my mental's pretty chill, tired. How was your minty?
So my minty is pretty good. You know, this week I had my week off because, last episode I had my classes where I had multiple assignments due every day. And this last week, I didn't have my class. So tomorrow starts another class, boot camp class, whatever, where I have multiple assignments due every day. I actually have an assignment due by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So when I get home, I'm going to do that, relax, and try to go to sleep a little early. And yeah, then I have to do that the next week, and then I'll be done. So my minty's good other than that. Just been busy.
Alright guys, so before we get started with our next topic, we are going to share what we're drinking today.
Okay, so I found the Peach in Love Peach Bellini by Miss Tabitha Brown herself. I also bought the Hello There. We're going to probably have that for the next episode, but for right now we have Peach in Love. So see what that's giving. Smell it.
Sweet, kind of
Sweet.
like juice.
Literally a peach Bellini.
Yeah, for sure. What makes it a Bellini?
Like the champagne
Oh, okay.
ish. Like,
This is nice.
now that's good.
Not mad at it.
That's very light and crisp. Like,
Yeah.
that's a Sunday brunch drink. Okay, so getting to our first topic. Not trying to be messy, but let's be a little messy. I was on Instagram and I saw a post of someone posting like him and his family life, and I just want to know your take on it. Well, I kind of already know, but one dad, 24 kids, 17 baby mamas. How does one come about getting 17 baby mamas, 24 kids, one man? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's irresponsible because you're creating broken homes and children who grow up without a present dad in the house. And I really do feel like although you can still be in the child's life, they don't get that constant. And I feel like it falls on the mother, which is really unfair because they don't get the whole parent experience. And I also think he might have been like a hot pocket a little bit, just kind of sticking his thing in anything, running around, just trying to be outside. And I think it's ugly.
And then, like you said, it's very irresponsible, but it's like not only did you get 17 pregnant, that obviously tells that you don't use no protection.
Yeah.
You use absolutely no protection. Like, and 17, that's already a lot. So, now, okay, I don't care about like body counts and all that, but like 17 pregnancies?
Yeah.
Or not 17 pregnancy, 17 baby mothers. So that's 17 different partners that you absolutely did not use protection with. And you have 24 kids.
Yeah, you could definitely run into some disease.
That's not, okay, that's nasty. Because if you think about it, just 4 people, one man sleeping with 4 different women. What if those 4 different women are sleeping with other people? That's a whole triangle, like a, what's the word, like pyramid of just ongoing, and it's just, you never know. Out of that 17, one of them could have something, and boom, it just ricochets to everything. Yeah. So people, please be careful, be mindful. And then just having kids, just getting any and everybody pregnant, having kids that doesn't, I don't know, it's just, kids aren't pawns. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just procreating in the world willingly, That's very irresponsible. Now, who's to say? What if he takes care of all 24 of his kids?
He might,
Great.
but he's not present. Like,
Wait,
you
yeah.
know, even though Nick Cannon, like, he's one of the people who people recognize have a lot of kids or had multiple baby mamas, multiple kids, and they're like, well, he's financially stable, they're okay, but he's not with those kids on a day-to-day. You know, they can call him, but what if he's with his other set of children and the other child needs him or they really want to talk to their dad? Sure, he might answer the phone, but he's not going to be completely there, and the child is going to feel that. And then it also, like I said, falls on the mom, and she has to take that emotional burden if the child is really upset or sad about their dad not being there. So,
and people don't understand, like, they think just because the child isn't like verbally saying anything, or when you see them they're all like daddy, but on the inside when you're not there, they really could be mentally, emotionally going through it. And it's like you would never know until in 15 years when him and Mariah Carey's kids come out, like, I remember a time where I felt abandoned. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might
be like, I provided for you.
I provided, I gave you, like, you know, a Cadillac when you were 12. Like, that don't mean nothing.
I took
just
you to Disney World 50 times.
50 times, yeah. Like, you got to go on a yacht when you were 2 weeks old. Like, that don't mean nothing if you're not present. Like, if I go up and, you know what I'm saying? What if two sets of your kids have a award ceremony the same day, and you go to one child's, that other child is automatically gonna be like, he loves this child over me. So I don't know, that's just irresponsible. But you know, that's your business. You know, at the end of the day, if you're taking care of your kids, I commend you. But also, like, we gotta stop. We gotta break that trend. That what am I saying? That generational. We gotta break that.
Curse,
we gotta break that.
Definitely. And I like how you said that kids aren't pawns, and like, you know, you don't have to procreate just because you're able to. Because I think I've heard some people on social media talk about, in the Bible it says, be fruitful and multiply, and it's like, okay, but why would you think that God would want you to procreate with 50 different women,
right, and
have 100 children, and you not be present
for half of them
when they need that? You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, children need structure. They need people in their parents in their lives, and there's no way you can try to justify that biblically it's written that you should be fruitful and multiply. Like, that's not what that means specifically. I heard someone break down something saying that be fruitful and multiply can mean you can multiply and be fruitful with your talents. So if you are like a singer, you can make music that helps people deal with certain types of things. Like, it doesn't apply to just children. So
people took that and ran with it.
Yeah, like they took it and was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and as long as I'm multiplying, I'm doing something right. Like, no. And
then that shows that something is going on with him, because like, how come you couldn't settle down with, out of the 17, well, the prior, I guess he's with maybe the 17th baby mom, but the 16 prior women, why couldn't you settle down with them? Now, some of those might have been them. They might have been the problem. They might have been the drama. But realistically, 16, you went through 16 different women to find your 17, and you might not even be done with the 17th. No shade, no tea. So I think you're the problem. Like, you are bouncing from woman to woman to woman. And then my thing is, as a woman, after someone says, oh, I have 2 baby mamas, I'm not about to volunteer to be number 3, let alone number 15, 16, 17.
No, you just
like, where is the
conglomerate of baby mama?
Yeah, like I wouldn't even want to be baby mama number 2 half the time. And I know that's unrealistic because, you know, a lot of people have kids nowadays. But after the second one, I'm not being your 3rd or 4th baby mama. I'm sorry. Like, it's not.
Yeah, no.
Not my ministry.
All right, girl. So, what makes you feel pretty?
Okay. So last time I said my eyebrows. One thing that a lot of people realize about me is I love a good lip liner combo or something. Like, you know, I haven't gotten into it with all the girlies have like the different things and stuff. I just get a regular pencil, black or dark brown, a little butter gloss, boom, that's it. And maybe I'll put a little shiny gloss over it. But that's one thing that makes me feel pretty. Like, literally, I could do my eyebrows, have a little lash, lip, just these, boom, 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 and I'm set. So definitely having the lip liner on the lips makes me feel pretty. And what makes you feel pretty?
I'm gonna go with having a nice outfit, like an outfit that turns out how you planned it in your head and it fits just right, booty sitting nice, thighs looking good. Like, that makes me feel pretty.
So this past couple of days when we went out, that outfit made you feel pretty?
No, because my posture wasn't it. Like, you saw that picture, and it was just something about the jean to shirt ratio, like, and then this part of my stomach, it just, I like the color, I like the shirt a lot, but I feel like maybe not high-waisted with that shirt, maybe a little bit lower to have the shirt be able to come down a little bit more.
Can we add a picture of how you, did you have that outfit on?
What I should add is that posture in that one picture so y'all can see, and be like, oh yeah, she looked
it's just crazy. Like, shoot, we need, that could be a topic. Like how we feel about ourselves versus how the world sees us. Like, she is that girl. Like, I think she's just gorgeous. Body is tea. Like, if we could switch bodies for a day, I would do some voodoo magic to keep her body, and she had to keep mine. And I'd be like, you work this body out, lose weight, then we can switch back. But like, yeah, everyone has their own insecurities. Body dysmorphia is a real thing, but it didn't look bad. Like, her body looked good. She had a nice yellow halter top. You know, her yitties are like a little, you know, there, but not like va-va-voom like how mine are. So she could wear that shirt with the like deep halter. It was perfect. Like, it was, skin would look good, but she saw that one little off guard picture of, you saw like this much of her.
But
you saw a piece of her,
and it's like, oh my gosh, what? Why am I standing like that? Because you never know your posture, and it's like, ugh. I just like, need that little bit to just be like, ugh. So.
No, nothing humbles you more or makes you feel worse about yourself than an off guard.
Yeah.
Especially when it's of someone else being like posing, and then you're in the background just
right.
That is the most irritating thing, and I have to be like, it don't bother me. No one's looking at me. They're looking at the main focus. But in my brain, that's all I see is that off guard of me. But
yeah,
it's okay.
Yes, but yeah, that definitely makes me feel pretty. Just like having a great outfit, because it just really does boost your confidence, because you're like, dang, I look good, I feel good. So.
And you knew how it was going to look, like it's going to eat. Then we put it on and it actually eats great. Like,
that's whole night is made. Like,
mine is always the opposite. It's like, I think in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is going to be tea. Then I put it on and I'm like, I'm Cellulite Sally. Like, I just be so like, and I did good.
Yeah, you did good.
Like, I think one time you was like, don't start. Like, all right, you don't start. And I was like, you're right. Whatever. Put on, I got my first pair of cowboy boots. Felt like real country girl. Like, and we went out, we had some drinks. And I was just like, you know, whatever I'm looking like, it is what it is. I saw this on TikTok recently. An 11-year-old autistic boy caught an Uber to the airport by himself, and the internet can't agree on who's really responsible. Is this a parenting failure, an Uber safety issue, or something much bigger? So do you want your thoughts? You want me to say first?
You go.
Okay, so you saw the video. There was a clip. You saw a video and you see him coming out the house with his little suitcase, like, Uber, and like the guy was just like said the name. He's like, yeah, and he just walks in the car, closed the door. The Uber driver drakes off and goes to the airport. And so then, you know, they notice kind of like, where's he at? Like, oh my gosh. People, this half and half. Half the people are blaming the Uber driver. Like, why would you not confirm? Why would you not be like, where are your parents at, little buddy? I don't know if I want you to get in the car. Like, are you sure? Let's go inside and check. When, you know what I'm saying? He just sees that blah, blah, blah needs to be picked up. He has a suitcase. He got in the car to the airport. He did his job. But, like, me personally, I would have been like, are you sure? Let's go make sure. But also, what if he got out of the car and someone's like, yeah, like, what? We ordered it for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, question my parents in. But then the other half is like, it's the parents' fault. I'm kind of leaning towards the parents' fault because your child, you're like, and then they're saying he's autistic. An autistic child was able to get on your Uber account, order an Uber, and an Uber to drop him off at the airport. He gets his suitcase, goes to the airport, goes in the line, TSA line, say, I'm going to Japan. And you mean to tell me the Ring doorbell that called, you didn't see the notification? You didn't see, if, whenever we see Ring going off, we checking who at the door.
Mm-hmm. Even at work, I'm like.
Even at work, like, so I personally, not trying to be rude, but I think that was a parenting thing. Like, if he, I don't know, it's just, they're like, how would that's irresponsible for Uber. He's going to lose his job. I'm like, I don't think so. I think maybe they could tell him, like, hey, maybe next time for protocol, check, make sure the child. But as a parent, like, how did you not know that your whole child packed up a suitcase, snuck out the door?
Right.
The Ring doorbell caught him getting into a car.
Do you think they're saying, like, he's autistic to take the heat off of, like, himself or the parent? Like, because my thing is, if they're using that to take heat off a party, then wouldn't that relieve, like, the Hold on. I had it, but I lost it. They're saying, okay, he's autistic. Like, they're pushing that. Okay,
yeah.
He's autistic. But it's kind of like, why is that being pushed?
I feel like,
oh, the parent has it hard already. Like, let's blame the Uber driver.
Right. I guess it just depends on who posts it. I feel like a lot of the posts I've seen says, like, autistic boy. So I think maybe they're like, he couldn't verbalize, he couldn't advocate for himself, or he couldn't explain, But, I mean, clearly, I don't know, I get it, but it's just like, he knew enough to go on Uber, type in the airport, the correct airport, dropped him off, and have a suitcase saying, I'm going to Japan. And then that's when the worker is like, let's try to get in contact with this boy's parents.
So, yeah, I wouldn't blame the Uber driver, only because I'm pretty sure there's been times where, like, parents order Ubers for their children to travel certain places.
Yes.
I don't know if I watched a movie or something, or if this was actual a thing where sometimes kids do get on planes to go see their other parent in other places, and they're able to pass through. So it's kind of like, how is the Uber driver at fault for seeing a boy come in, like, is your name so-and-so, or is this on behalf of da-da-da? He's like, yep, I'm here. He has a suitcase with him. What is he supposed to do? Let's go inside and make sure.
But he hopped right in the car as if like Uber, hopped on in.
Like, the Uber, he could have been like, if I saw a child getting in, I might be like, okay, like
I would. I mean, okay.
I might be curious, but I'm not going to be like, oh no, let's go inside. I might, like, I don't know, but my thing is, if the protocol for Uber is, if they're under a certain age, you have to check. If that's the protocol,
then the Uber.
Then sure, but if if that's not in the fine print of an Uber driver's, like, requirements, and it's, you book the Uber, you make sure you have the right address, you ask about the name, they say yes, they have a suitcase, like, they ready to go. And he might have had these situations already where a child gets in his car or something like that, so he's like, okay, cool, like, this is normal. It's not the Uber driver's fault,
right?
In my opinion.
And it's like, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, like, okay, I still don't feel like they should blame or sue the Uber driver. Now, like we said, if the protocol does say if they are under 16, they need to get in touch with a parent or something, okay, that's different. But there's times where mama was asleep and we slipped outside and we was playing with our neighbors. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine, like, if mama was sleeping, we slipped outside the door and we went to Walmart or to the mall with our friends.
She would be held responsible.
And she would be held responsible, but it's like, so it's like,
even if we're, autistic or not, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, well, why is that being pushed? Like, the child is still a child regardless. Mm-hmm. Parent could have been doing anything. Let's stop trying to blame the Uber driver himself. Right. Like, get him out of the picture.
Yeah.
The child made the arrangement. He's a child. Children don't think of all the bad things that can happen. Cool. I don't know where the parent was at. Could have been asleep. Could have been anything. But if you... the same way that teachers have to deal with, like, hit up a parent because of child's behavior. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily reflect what the parent does or doesn't do, but the parent is still held liable for what their child does within school, which is why people hit up the parents. So if the parent missed it, was asleep, didn't look at the Ring doorbell, didn't notice the child, booked an Uber, didn't notice the ding on the phone go off that the Uber was outside 3 minutes away.
Right.
And he got to the airport, like it falls on the parent.
That's true.
It just does.
Yeah, like it was like I wasn't trying to laugh at it when I first saw it, but I just giggled because I'm like, he really like did all that. He made a plan.
Japan?
He wanted to go to Japan. Yes.
Where did he get the money to book a Japan ticket?
He didn't have no Japan ticket.
Oh, he just got the Uber.
He got the Uber to the airport and was like at the TSA, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Japan. They're like, oh, here's your ticket, your parents, and I guess it's like, oh, you just came there on your own, and that's when they located
it out. Okay, cool, yeah. Take the Uber out of it.
Like, yeah, take the Uber out of it, unless like even if
yes,
like
I'm sorry.
I don't know that, and even if there was a rule saying like if they're under the age of whatever, you gotta contact the parent. I'm like, that seems a little much too, because like I have like a student that was in 7th grade, so that means she had been like 12, maybe 13. Her dad was ordering her an Uber, and they weren't gonna question her. She was gonna get right up in that car. Sorry.
Bless her.
Thank you. She was going to get right up in that car and go home. And that's when I was like, no, I'm going to drive you home because I don't like that idea. Like, that don't sit right with me. So, yeah, don't blame. I don't think the Uber driver should get held responsible for that. Like, you know, maybe, yeah, if there's rules, then maybe a write-up or something. But I don't think he should get sued or fired or anything. Like, I feel like it does fall down on the parents.
Exactly.
Tough shiz. Once you become a parent, they're your responsibility. All right, so like our last little segment of our video is put your girl on. So which is crazy because I literally found this product a few moments before we started. This is hers actually. This is the Fenty Beauty. What is this? How Many Carats? I literally saw it, the shiny case, and I opened it and I was like, ooh, this looks good. And so I don't know if you can see, like, can we see it on the camera?
I can't.
Oh, we can't see it. Oh, I'm just kidding. Well, it is sparkly. Like, I put, you know, it's a little highlighter. And put your girl on. Like, tell us how much does this run for?
I think it's probably like $38 to $40.
Never mind. I'll find a dupe, okay? But for the girlies who do I mean, I can buy it, but $40, that's a lot, Riri.
It is up there. They got a mini though.
A mini? Yeah. So probably like 22? Okay, so maybe we will get the mini, but you know. It
lasts forever, y'all. I've had that for like 2-3 years.
Yeah, that's nice.
It as a body glitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's nice. Like, so put your girl on. I like that Fenty Beauty. How Many Carats? Yeah, this is something she put me on to that because I didn't know that she had that.
Yeah, girl, it's definitely a staple product. I would say put your girl on. Should I do a product or like just a tip or something?
Maybe do a tip.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to give a tip. I've been wanting to do my own pedicures at home for a little bit just because, you know, I've learned about like some unhygienic practices that could be happening at these nail salons. And although they do great work, I cannot do a French tip like they do.
Right.
I'd rather just stay safe because I've seen some really bad accidents when a toe gets infected or a nail, and I just want to avoid it at all costs. So I would say a tip is to get you a nice foot soaker, a bucket, soak your feet for like 30 minutes, add some body wash or feet soak, some Epsom salt, some petals, and just romanticize your pedicure. You can add some lemons just to kind of like even and brighten out the skin and be like, you know, natural. After you take it out, that skin will come off like butter. Like the skin on my feet came off really nice and smooth, and I was able to use Vaseline and some lotion, and I put my socks on, woke up, my feet and my toes looked just as good as they do when you go in there. Now, painting them is a different story.
Yeah, that's where, the painting.
Yes, the painting I still haven't perfected, but I have been rocking. I know people hate it. They hate a natural toe look, but I have been rocking my naturally smooth feet, and I put a clear coat on it. Or you can get like something that has a slight color to it, like a pink, that off pink color, and just put it on your toes. And that's helped me, and I've saved a lot of money, and I think my feet look perfectly fine. So that's just a tip for the girls who want to save some money and be a little more hygienic if the place you go is not like a trusted place.
Right. And I will add on top of that, a lot of your local beauty salons, and those, depending on where you are, there are nail shops, nail supply stores where all the things that they get at the nail salon is there. Like she saw when she was helping me clean out my closet, when she cleaned out my closet, she found so many supplies. Like I had the cuticle oils and all this, and I had the little toe separators, and like I bought it from the nail supply because I was doing nails at the time. They have all that stuff, all the stuff, you know, that stuff that when you put in the water, it jellifies the water and stuff. They got all that at the salon store. So definitely go to your local salon. And then on top of that, you might spend like $45-50, but my pedicures be like $75. You know what I'm saying? And so $40-50, but that will last you 10 pedicures, you know. So
I saw a video and I was like, I'm not sure what I think, but I think what I think. So
I'm intrigued.
It says, men can't yearn when they have unlimited access to you. Okay. So, do you want me to give you more context on what I think first, or do you want to use that statement and just kind of go with what you think it means?
I want you to go first. Like, I feel what it's giving.
Yeah.
But, like, I want to see your take first to see if I'm kind of in the same headspace.
Okay, so basically on this video, she was touching the aspect of men or just people in general being able to yearn for each other. And she touched on access being social media and saying that men can't yearn if they have unlimited access to women. So people like to bring up the 90s R&B and how they were like yearning and crying for their women. And they said, well, she was saying it's because they don't have such an access to seeing all of these options that they think they have. They may not really have them, but because they see it, they feel like, well, I don't really have to yearn for dating. I don't really have to court a woman. I don't really have to do this because I can see all so-and-so's goodies online, or she lives in my city. I might can get, back her. And so with the rise of social media, yearning is a non-existent thing in dating. Also, she points out that she thinks women nowadays maybe overshare a lot. Like on the first date, men can't really yearn because women will give their whole.
You throwing shade at me? She's throwing
shade. They will share everything about like themselves or what they've been through, what somebody else has done. And I don't know if this is something new, like we don't know what people did back in the day or whatever, but she's basically saying like men can't yearn because women give a lot of access and I guess to try to keep themselves from getting hurt, they overshare, and then men don't court correctly or yearn for the presence of a woman as much. So what do you think?
Okay, so now that she's given her point, I see where she's coming from, like it makes sense. Like when she says the oversharing and stuff, like there are some times where I do feel like I overshare with people, like because I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to get you to understand me and who I am and how I operate. So sometimes I guess I overshare. So then I guess they're kind of like thinking like, well, I already know about her, like next. But it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like men, I don't know. It's like if they wanted to, they would. It don't matter. But at the same time, I do feel like because they do have access to everybody, it is, I don't know.
Like so-so. Because somebody in the comments said, I disagree.
Yeah, like
they didn't say why. They just said, I disagree with this.
Because I feel like someone that I dated, I had him on social media. So he saw like my social media and stuff. But like I wasn't always on top of him, like calling every single second of the day. And that kind of ended up being our downfall. Because I guess the women in his past are always, why didn't you answer me? Why did it ring 2 times? I'm like, I'm not doing all that.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what do y'all want? Like, if I overshare, if I over tell you the real authentic me, you still go on and do whatever. I be mysterious and you still don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I do feel like social media does play a big part of different things, people's opinions. Like, people are very easily influenced nowadays. So it's like, you could think one way, or you could be like, oh, I love this girl, I think I really want to be with her. Then someone be like, man, nigga, like, tighten up, like, these hoes. And then they like, you know what, I do need to make her, she ain't cooked me but 2 meals this week. It's like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, everyone influences everyone, so they have someone always in their ear, like the good devil, bad devil. They always have that bad devil on their shoulder, persuading them to do other stuff. So they feel like it's whack, it's lame, it's sassy, it's gay to, like, baby, please, like, I'm begging for your love. Like, nobody stands outside with a boombox somewhere and it shows. Like, they just, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm like, I do feel like really everything in life is a case by case. There are certain things that I do feel like majority of people might do, whether it's like men do this, women do this, but we all know like it comes down to the individuals and their own thoughts and what they actually do. But overall, do men not yearn anymore because of access or because women give too much access? I can't say that I fully agree to that.
So when she says like access,
yeah,
like she just means like if we're dating and she wants to see you like 5 days out of the week instead of the 3, like what what does she mean? Like,
her video, she was making points like, you know, a man can't yearn for you if you're always wanting to be skin to skin.
Always in his face.
Always in his face, always calling him, always available. And then she kind of brought up like, well, people in the comments and her was like, you know, like in the 90s they would have like yearning songs, or men used to yearn because they couldn't always see their woman, or they didn't always have access, or always FaceTiming, or always this.
All they had was a pager and just I miss you. But now it's like you can FaceTime people while they at work, they whole 8-hour shift.
Exactly. And she was like, and then she used an example of somebody you work with or wanting to date in your workplace, and all you see them is in their work clothes and during work hours. But then you go home and you don't get to talk to them. You don't get to, you know, see them or text them. But then say you actually ask them on a date, and now she was like, imagine how surprised they'd be, or you are, to see that person in like a dress and heels and earrings when you've only seen them in their work clothes. And she was saying like the yearning is over because the access is too much, because women are always like allowing the man to have access to them.
Okay, I see that. Like, because I do feel like I've seen some relationships where, like, I have a friend where her and her husband, like, they can be in the same house, her being in the living room reading her book, her husband be playing his game or something for 3-4 hours, or she'll go into the room while he's playing, reading her book, he'll be there, and they're fine. They're okay with that space. Like, okay, do something else. But then there's those couples who need to be like, oh my gosh, babes. So I don't know. I think it is depending on the couple, on the people, on the relationship. But I don't know. It's just like, that's why you just gotta learn people. Because like I said, I wasn't all over him, and he was like, well, my lady friends and my blah blah blah, they call me, and I was like, dang, like, you get off work at 6:30. Like, why would I call you at 4 or 3 o'clock knowing you're at work?
Right.
And you don't have time available. You're like. Right. So I don't know.
That's kind of selfish in my book.
That's very selfish.
You're working, like, I'm gonna be calling.
I'm gonna be calling you, and just for you to say, "Man, I can't answer the phone. I gotta go." Right. Then I'm gonna be looking crazy in the face. Like, so yeah. It just depends on the people, but I do feel like if you have full access, like if I see someone all the time, I'll be like, okay, back up. But then if I see them like once ever so often, I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, ooh, I forgot how fine you look. Like,
so yes, give me more. Yearning is like kind of a lost art, or do you think I do feel so? I do, even with the access.
I think it's half and half, because I do feel like, because I do feel like a lot of us, we all want to have love, and everyone has in their mind that love is lost. It's, you know, it's a cesspool out here with the pickings of men and some women. But I feel like everyone wants to be in love, so everyone, when they get that person, they want to be like in their face. And then they do that too quickly, and then it's kind of like, oh, like, but then it's like, is that a good thing? So you can pick out, like, you can be like early on, know all their flaws and stuff, and be like, oh yeah, that's not gonna align with me. Like,
I mean, I feel like that is kind of good, just because you are like, yes, being around someone for a longer period of time will allow you to really see the essence of who they are in different situations, around family, around friends, around like new whatever. But I do think still, if someone does open up quickly, I guess you do have like an opportunity to really be like, well, that doesn't really align. So,
because like with my situation, that with you know, I was kind of like, when he was talking like that, I was like, it's like, ew, like,
yeah, like, I'm glad I didn't get put in a situation.
We'd been together for a year, and then he finally met my friends or met whatever parts of my family, and he was like
acting a certain
like,
way.
oh, not shaking their hands. I would be looking like
tied to something or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that is the end of our podcast today.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, please leave a comment and please subscribe to our channel.
And like it up. Please like it up. You know, share it with people who you feel like would definitely vibe with us. And then, you know, we finally get that following, you know, tell us what you want to hear from us. Because we're definitely intrigued with, like, we just like different opinions. Like, we're very open individuals. So I feel like, you know, bring some categories or some topics our way.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure.
But yes, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.